Min-jae short to Kimmich. Kimmich back. Inside right, midway inside his own half. Plays it in field to Conrad Lima. Lima short to the feet of Michael Lise. Plays it over halfway. Here is Lima. Plays it back to Lise. Still just the front halfway, Michael Lise. Now Kimmich by the centre circle. Lovely ball scoop forward for it to be chased down. He then carries out of play. Thought he had control of the ball there, Digne. Bit of a miscommunication between Digne and Martinez. And that was certainly an inviting ball forwards by Joshua Kimmich, but Michael Lise to chase down the right-hand side. Digne took a good touch at first, then it just got away from him in the end. As Emi Martinez was trying to collect the ball. He dived down, then Digne just took a heavy touch. His left foot to take out of play, so a minute and a half gone at Villa Park. Corner for Bayern Munich. Michael Lise takes, headed out the box there by Amadou Onana. And Serge Gnabry will let that run out for a Bayern Munich throw. On the left-hand side, just by the corner flag. Again, they're looking to exert some early pressure to try and quieten down this raucous Villa Park crowd. Thrown from Alphonso Davies. Ollie Watkins controls them. Midway inside his own half. Back to Pau Torres. Just inside the Villa box. Torres slammed it forward but couldn't quite find Morgan Rogers. Back in the Bayern half, and Lima playing it right back just guides it to Manuel Neuer. And just outside his box. 2 minutes played here at Villa Park. Bayern controlling proceedings so far. Here is Deo Upamecano. And a few touches with his right foot, then squares it to Kim Min-jae. Min-jae turns, and now he goes to his right to Upamecano. He doesn't go for the option of Kimmich. Upamecano in the centre circle. Goes to Min-jae, just behind halfway. Min-jae, low right-footed pass. Hit about 7 yards forced at Kingsley Coman. Now it's played back from Alexander Pavlovic. Upamecano out the centre circle, just over halfway to the right side to Lima. Lima back to Kimmich. Bayern control possession these first 3 minutes. Kimmich plays a short ball forwards to Serge Gnabry out the right side. Back to Kimmich, right and halfway. Kimmich in field to Pavlovic. Back to Kimmich. First time he'll be that real tone setter. Joshua Kimmich as always. Upamecano strides just over halfway in the centre circle. Now here's Kingsley Coman. Coman plays it in field to Pavlovic. Clips it through the middle towards Lima, making that infield run. Good head away for Digne. Tielemans, middle of the Villa half. Lovely turn for Tielemans. Can't find Watkins in the centre circle. Upamecano now finds Kingsley Coman. 25 yards out. Inside left. Coman still has it. Edge of the box. Coman now squares it. Gnabry sets it up. It's a low shot for Kimmich. Scuffed that straight. Emi Martinez. First effort of this contest. And Bayern Munich has started well. But Kimmich didn't really get much on that shot. Very comfortable for Emi Martinez, who Lionel Messi calls the best goalkeeper in the world. And Aston Villa fans certainly like to let people know about that. They absolutely adore Emi Martinez. Certainly one of the fan favourites of Villa Park, if not the fan favourite, probably along with Ollie Watkins. Martinez then rifles it towards the right-hand side. Header one for Kim Min-jae. Lay back for Coman. It finds Watkins. Villa just the front halfway. Poked from Morgan Rogers. And now Villa win the throw through Ezri Konsa. That did like it came off Kingsley Coman last. So it will be a throw to Aston Villa. Just the front halfway. 4 minutes played at Villa Park. Aston Villa 0, Bayern Munich 0. Torres into the centre circle. It's a nice half turn there for Yuri Tielemans. Now back to Luca Digne. Digne just over halfway. Morgan Rogers. Rogers takes a heavy touch. Rogers still tries to keep it. Rogers though loses out against Upamecano. Upamecano though overhits that pass towards Serge Gnabry. And now here's Pau Torres. Turns. Torres down the left-hand side. It's a short ball to Morgan Rogers. Can't turn away though from Pavlovic and Lima. Lima gets it back, squares it in the centre. Kingsley Coman just over 25 yards to goal. Step overs inside left. Coman pokes it forwards. That's well read there from Ezri Konsa. Short infield to Tielemans. Tielemans now into the feet of Onana. Onana drifts in for the right side. Lovely dribbling for Amadou Onana and plays back to Emi Martinez. Martinez on the byline tries to keep in play, and he just about prevented it from going for a corner kick. Cleared it. Amadou Onana did so well with dribbling, cutting in field, and just overhit that pass backwards towards Emi Martinez, who prevents it from going for a corner kick at least. Bayern take the throw, and Kane volleys it back in the centre circle to Upamecano. Here is Lima. Now Serge Gnabry, midway inside the Villa half, cuts in for the right-hand side. Short to Pavlovic. Pavlovic makes a switch out to Kingsley Coman. Coman lays it back to Davis. Bayern, 25 yards to goal. Turn for Pavlovic. Now Kimmich right in the middle. Joshua Kimmich looks out towards Conrad Lima. Goes short to Michael Lise. Lima back in field to Lise. Pokes it now. And Gnabry lets it run in for Pavlovic. Now Gnabry back in the middle to Upamecano. Villa pin back here. Just over 5 minutes played. Here is Kim Min-jae. Every Bayern outfield player in the Villa half. Min-jae square to Kimmich, Joshua Kimmich, 25 yards to goal, inside right, Kimmich puts the cross towards Harry Kane. Kane's had a brilliant save for Martinez with the right foot. Offside anyway, but Martinez didn't know that. And that is absolutely a brilliant save from Martinez, although it would have counted. Delicious delivery from Joshua Kimmich. I'll tell you what, Kane was only just half a yard offside. That was a tight one. As I said, a lovely delivery from Joshua Kimmich. Kane had it down. And Emi Martinez, that was an outstanding save. Outstretched left boot. Again, there's a bit of a warning sign there for Aston Villa. So Martinez with the free kick. Sent over halfway, nice control though for Upamecano, handles Watkins easily. Upamecano lifts it to Lima, just behind halfway. Watkins tries to win it off Conrad Lima, but Lima retrieves it back. Now to Upamecano, Watkins chases down Upamecano, quickly squares it to Kim Min-jae in a bit of space. Min-jae first time to Davis, being pressed and Philogene, now Rodgers. Min-jae back to Neuer, left side of his box. Just tells his teammates just to calm down. Manuel Neuer, short to Kim Min-jae. Good start though from Bayern Munich, Villa 0, Bayern 0. Play back from Kane, drops his own half to link up Min-jae, back with Kane again. And out on the left-hand side, midway in his own half. Infield to Pavlovic. Now, Pavlovic gives it away to Morgan Rodgers. Here is Aston Villa on the left-hand side. Now, driving in field with Jacob Ramsey. Good tackle on Joshua Kimmich. Falls to Yuri Tielemans. Here's Pau Torres. A few yards in front of halfway. Torres squares it in the centre circle to Carlos. Now it's with Konsa. Still inside the Bayern half. Konsa zips it down the right-hand side, a bit too far for Jaden Philogene. But finally some forward intent from Aston Villa. Konsa just clipped that ball forwards towards Philogene. A bit too far in front of Jaden Philogene in the end. Good idea though for Konsa. Just try and get that down the channel. Try and spread the play, and Upamecano starts off the goal kick. Now Neuer out of this area. Finds Min-jae. Infield to Pavlovic, being pressed over Tielemans and Rodgers. Back to Neuer. Neuer, it's a lovely pass to Conrad Lima. Lima in a bit of room now. Ramsey coming across towards him. Lima now to Gnabry. Here's Elise, turns it halfway. Elise gives away to Tielemans. Tielemans out through the middle. Volley Watkins. Watkins close to the ball, tries to backhills it towards Morgan Rodgers. That's well intercepted there from Joshua Kimmich, carrying it towards halfway. Kimmich to Coman, back to Kimmich. First time to Davis. Davis about 8 yards into the Villa half. Lovely backheel from Davis in between Rodgers and Philogene. To Kimmich. Pavlovic back to Kimmich, lightly plays it to Kimmich in the centre circle. Kimmich right-footed. It's inside left with Kingsley Coman. Now lays out wide to Davis. Bayern in the attacking third. Davis, edge of the box, being faced up from Philogene and Konsa. Goes back to Davis now. Here is Kimmich. Kimmich lifted ball towards the back post. Gnabry lays it across towards Kane. Good clearance there for Diego Carlos. Falls back to Gnabry. Touch it to Michael Olise. Edge of 6-yard box. That's a brilliant block there from Pau Torres. Michael Olise's low cross. And Bayern Munich all over Aston Villa at the moment. But some really good defending there from Pau Torres. Villa looked a bit shaky trying to clear out the box. Again, Torres defended really well up against Michael Olise. And speaking of Olise, he'll be the man to take the corner kick for Bayern Munich on the right-hand side. 9 minutes played at Villa Park. Aston Villa 0, Bayern Munich 0. Bayern Munich being the better side so far. They have a corner. In swing from Michael Olise. Cleared away from Luca Dini. That was a far from impressive corner from Michael Olise. And in the end, I think that corner from Olise, actually, I'm not sure why the referee's blowing his whistle there. Looks like it would just be a goal kick to Aston Villa. Digne cleared it out for another corner, but did the ball corner for Olise already go out of play before Digne cleared it? It must have done. So Emi Martinez now has the ball. Short goal kick to Onana. Martinez, square foot. Carlos. Here's Konsa, takes on the stress. Konsa cuts inside, and Konsa wins. Does he won the throw? No, it's a throw to Bayern Munich. It was an attack from Pavlovic, and it must have nicked off Konsa last. Good eye pressing there from Bayern Munich to have a throw level with the corner of the area on the left-hand side. Davis takes, back to Kimmich. Now Kimmich to Upamecano. One touch to take it in the centre circle. Upamecano forwards to the inside right to Conrad Lima. Just on the midway inside the Villa half. Out here with a square pass to Serge Gnabry. It's back here with Upamecano, still inside the Villa half. Short to Pavlovic. Here's Kimmich. Lays it back to Upamecano. Lets it run into the centre circle. Being pressurised from Watkins. Good strength there for Upamecano. Squares it to Min-jae. Min-jae doesn't want to go for a risky pass. Morgan Rodgers is close by. So it's back to Neuer. Well out of his box. Square to Kim Min-jae. Just over 10 minutes played at Villa Park. Aston Villa 0, Bayern Munich 0. Bayern Munich dominating proceedings so far. Neuer. Square into the feet of Conrad Lima. Now is Joshua Kimmich. Approaches halfway. Now just into the Villa half. Kimmich turns. Back here to Serge Gnabry. Again, he's dropping deep, as some of the Bayern forwards like to do in a deep line phase. And then Kim Min-jae plays it over halfway. Here's Kingsley Coman with Alphonso Davies in front of him. Coman midway inside the Villa half. Coman back to Kim Min-jae. Now it's with Upamecano in the centre circle. Square to Min-jae. Again, Pavlovic calling for it in the middle. It's a short forward pass into the feet of Michael Olise. Joins up on the left-hand side. Back to Min-jae on halfway. Again, Bayern Munich can join possession. Min-jae to Olise. Olise drills a low ball across the centre. But it's in behind Lima. But Lima run back onto the ball. And playing to the feet of Kimmich just a couple of yards in front of the halfway line. Joshua Kimmich inside right. Plays it in front into Gnabry. Back to Kimmich. Kimmich now square in the centre circle for Upamecano. Upamecano right-footed. Right-footed sweeps out to Michael Olise. He's playing on the left-hand side at the moment. Coman slips, tries to link up with Olise. It's intercepted. And then Philogene to Conte. Conte back to Martinez. And Emi Martinez controls it and clears it out of the 6-yard box. Just over halfway. Watkins chasing down the ball. And that's good work there from Upamecano to play it back to Neuer. Upamecano the ball again. That's a nice short pass to Upamecano. Defeat of Pavlovic. Bayern Munich again, playing nicely out from the back. Here is Kim Min-jae, just out on the right-hand side at the moment. Kimmich in between Kim Min-jae and Derek Upamecano. It's a lovely switch of play there from Joshua Kimmich. Out to Kingsley Coman in the attacking third, edge of the box. Face out edge with Conte. Conte now to Pavlovic, edge of the area inside left. Zip down to the D where Serge Gnabry lays it backwards. Watkins intercepts, middle of his own half, forwards towards Ollie Watkins. And Watkins just beats it from Manuel Neuer. Neuer clears it only as far as Luca Digne drags it back, gives it to Pau Torres, and it's back here with Emi Martinez. Now Emi Martinez just a couple of touches with his right foot. Now Martinez inside the D. There's green goalkeeper strikes the yellow. Martinez goes for a long 30-yard pass to Watkins out the right side, heads in the centre towards Rodgers, and that's good defending there from Alphonso Davies. Just cut across his goalkeeper to make sure they kept the ball away from Rodgers. Now Davies plays it forwards. Here's Lima. Lima gives the way and halfway to Digne. Digne received the push in the back from Michael Olise. That'll be a free kick to Aston Villa. Aston Villa just getting into it a little bit more. There was a trip there from Olise on Digne on halfway. Start to find their stride a little bit. Now to a free kick down left-hand side towards Ramsey. Gets in the box. Good tackle there from Upamecano. Clear from Lima. Only as far as Tielemans. Inside left. 25 yards and goal. Short's defeating Morgan Rodgers. 3 Bayern players around him. Rodgers puts it through the legs of Olise. Here is Tielemans just on the midway inside the Bayern half. Back to Torres. Couple yards in front halfway. Onana squares it to his fellow countryman. Tielemans now back in the centre circle. It's Fords and Carlos. Now Watkins. Nice play to square it first time to Philogene. Villa. The yards in front halfway with Concert. Back to Carlos. Carlos, edge of the centre circle. Carlos across to Pau Torres. Now to Digne. Right and halfway. Luca Digne. Digne looks backwards though to Pau Torres. So a bit of chance of Villa to have possession now. Torres carrying it towards halfway. Pokes it to Digne. Digne goes and fields a first time pass from Ramsey towards Digne. Good covering for Lima. Lima plays it left footed. Onana in the centre circle. Under pressure but goes back quickly to Carlos. Villa just behind halfway. Torres now down the inside left. It's lovely skill for Tielemans to get away for Kimmich and Olise. Tielemans down the left hand side. Tielemans to Digne. Digne listen across towards the back post. Header from Watkins over the bar. They take a deflection. And Villa don't have a corner. But Villa's first chance of the evening. It was a really nicely weighted, lifted cross from Luca Digne towards the head of Ollie Watkins. Exactly the man who Villa want on the end of it. Watkins climbed. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure that came off Watkins' head. I think actually it did go off Watkins' head, but it looked like it took a slight touch of Kim Min-jae. Anyway, no goal getting Pete Min-jae, launched it towards halfway, headed backwards and Kingsley Coman. Now Villa lifted, Philogene wins it back. Villa in front of halfway with Onana on the right hand side. Here is Carlos towards the middle. Watkins beats it for Upamecano. He volleys it in the centre circle to Olise. Lays it back to Kimmich, who just now calmed things down. Quarter now played at Villa Park. No early goals so far. Here's Michael Olise. Olise down the right-hand side. Here's Serge Gnabry. Edge box tries to get into the area. It's a really good standing challenge from Pau Torres, who's been impressive in these early stages. Torres short to Ramsey. Lays it in field to Tielemans. Tielemans about 15 yards towards Watkins. Watkins, one-on-one with Upamecano. Watkins falls to the ground. Upamecano just had too much strength though. Watkins trying to turn it behind. Great idea there for Tielemans to try and find Watkins. Now Bayern over halfway. Inside right with Elise, couple of step-overs. Elise gets in between Ramsey, Tielemans, forced to the ground. No free kick given. Onana now. Into the feet of Rodgers. It's end-to-end stuff here at Villa Park. Rodgers over halfway. Rodgers can't set away Watkins. Intercepted for Kim Min-jae. Play back for Kingsley Coman to Deo Upamecano. And things are getting very exciting now at Villa Park. We just await that first goal. Just over a quarter hour played it. Under the lights, it's such a special ground. Certainly one of the most iconic grounds in the whole of the country for sure. Again, Bayern Munich have had 76% of possession, but Villa have that counter-attacking threat. Unai Emery won't mind about that too much. He knew probably Villa were going to have to give up a lot of the ball tonight. Kingsley Coman back in the centre circle to Upamecano. Upamecano short to his right to Kimmich, just behind halfway. Kimmich plays it forwards in the centre circle to Pavlic, back to Kimmich. Kimmich right-footed, off to his left now, into the feet of Davis. Here is Kingsley Coman. Coman going backwards here, being pressurised at Philogene. Coman to the feet of Pavlovic. Now Kimmich. One touch to take out the centre circle. Turns, looks out to the left and squares it into the feet of Kim Min-jae, who enters the Villa half. Kim Min-jae about 10 yards into the Aston Villa territory. Back to Upamecano. Stands in front of the centre circle. Off to his right to Kimmich. It's inside right with Elise. Midway inside the Villa half. Now back to Kimmich. 1-2 between Pavlovic and Kimmich. Kimmich close to the centre circle. Kimmich forwards to Elise. Bayern moving it slowly. Villa have everyone behind the ball. Michael Elise, tricky feet, short ball past the lineman. Now back to Elise, first side to Gnabry. Serge Gnabry through legs to Luca Digne. Lima tries to get into the box. Good tackle there by Pau Torres. Aston Villa conceded the corner. But again, that was really good. One touch play from Bayern Munich, but just a moment ago, Ollie Watkins was almost set through on goal. Well, there was a little tug from Deo Upamecano. I have to say, Watkins, I didn't see any touch. Well, Upamecano did get his knee on the ball, but I think he pulled down Watkins first. I'll tell you what, if that was given as a foul, Upamecano would have been in trouble. There was no covering man. So it is a corner kick to Bayern Munich, but it was adjudged by the officials. Just Upamecano had too much strength for Ollie Watkins. Corner on the right hand side for Bayern Munich then. Michael Elise, the in-swinger. Elise's corner kick headed away. Only spots Kingsley Coman, just edge of the box. Coman off balance, and that is well off target. Not a strike that the Frenchman will remember anytime soon. It felt him in a really inviting position, but couldn't really properly get his feet sorted out. His body weight was far too much over to the left-hand side. And the shot well off target by Michael Elise. By which some other scores at the moment by Benfica lead Atletico Madrid by a goal to Liverpool lead Bologna by a goal to as well. Alexis McAllister with the goal there. That's a ball forward to A. Martinez. Header well won there from Alphonso Davies. Control from Pavlic in the centre circle. Pavlic just about holds off Tielemans. Plays it back to Min-jae. Square to Kimmich in the centre circle. Back to Min-jae, the short 3-yard pass. Min-jae to Upamecano. Two centre-backs linking up. Upamecano. Short in the centre circle to Kimmich. Just behind halfway. Joshua Kimmich. Is he going to go to left or the right? He goes to his right to Upamecano. Short ball. Upamecano slowly travelling to the Villa half. Now it's Elise in the centre to Pavlovic. Kimmich just in front of the centre circle. Kimmich square here to Davies, taking up the inside possession. Good tackle from Philogene. Watkins, well, it's been adjudged from the referee as a foul there from Jaden Philogene. The Villa Park crowd incensed. They thought their right winger got the ball. But it will be a free kick to Bayern Munich, who have been the better side so far at Villa Park. But Villa have grown into this one. So a short free kick from Bayern Munich from Kimmich. Min-jae back to Kimmich. Kimmich just in front of him on the left to Davis. Kimmich on the ball again. Kimmich back in the Bayern Munich half to Kim Min-jae. Just behind halfway. Min-jae back forwards to Kimmich. Kimmich just under 10 yards into the Aston Villa half. Now Kimmich square in the centre circle for Upamecano. Upamecano plants out towards Lima. Well read there. It's a clearance out for a throw from Jacob Ramsey. Good work there from Ramsey just to read the play. Couldn't intercept it, so the ball could stay in play there from Ramsey, but he did well. Throw from line midway inside the Villa half. Header one for Tielemans. Lovely turn there from Rodgers. Rodgers a pin of handball against Pavlovic. And the Romanian referee does give it in Aston Villa's favour. So have a free kick just inside their own half. Luca Digne behind it. 20 minutes gone at Villa Park, and solid start for Aston Villa. They've withstood the Bayern Munich pressure. Goal is here. It's short for Digne to Torres. Torres down the centre circle. Rodgers loses possession. Out to full ball from the middle for Pavlic. Over it towards Kane. Ref and Carlos. Carlos clears it towards halfway on the left. Control from Jacob Ramsey. Back in his own half. Ramsey backwards to Digne. Digne now in the Villa box to Torres. Torres taps it to Martinez. Emi Martinez inside his 6-yard area. Still Martinez. Clips it right footed. towards the centre circle. Watkins turns away for Upamecano, falls to the ground, and Upamecano is going to receive the yellow card in. Watkins certainly causing problems so far. That's not the first time that Watkins has tried to spin Upamecano. Brilliant work there by Munich's high line under pressure, and Watkins spot Upamecano. Upamecano just put his hand on Watkins' collar. That's without doubt yellow card there for Upamecano. And again, just a few minutes ago, Upamecano brought down Watkins, and I think on that first occasion that's a foul as well, but that one was most certainly a foul. So Upamecano finding the book, and maybe Unai Emery's thinking Upamecano should have at least 2 yellow cards. So here is a free kick to Aston Villa in the centre circle, just in front of halfway. Yuri Tielemans. Let's see what the villains can do from this. Tielemans be looking for the likes of Onana again. Austin McPhee certainly knows how to organise a good set piece. Ball lifted in for Tielemans. Finds Ramsey at the back post. Ramsey controls on the byline. Patadinha, edge of the area. Scoops it towards the back post. Looking for the head of Pau Torres. Torres heads in the 6-yard box. Villa controls. Torres pokes it in. Aston Villa take the lead against Bayern Munich. And Pau Torres is the man who has scored Aston Villa's first European Cup goal at Villa Park since Gordon Cowans in March 1983. A brilliant poke finish from Pau Torres. Aston Villa caused mayhem in the box, and the ball broke to Torres to poke it home at the near post. The Villa fans have gone wild. Tielemans lifted the ball in. Now Ramsey, I think, was just onside. It was Ramsey who controlled it on the byline, laid it back to Digne. Digne up towards the back post. Torres won the first header, looped up towards Philogene. Philogene, lovely delicate touch of Torres, trapped in his right foot, and then with his left, just tucked it home inside the 6-yard box. Unbelievable moment for Aston Villa Football Club. They lead Bayern Munich by a goal to 0, 22 minutes played, and Pau Torres writes himself into the Aston Villa history books at the Holt end as well. Of course it had to be that end, but it's surely going to be short-lived because VAR are checking it. Was Jacob Ramsey offside? The signal's been made, and I'm not sure this goal's going to stand. Again, still conversations going on. It's been chalked out. Heartbreaking for Aston Villa. They thought that was the moment. So Pau Torres, unfortunately, it's chalked out. It's written out the history books now, that goal. Offside and the build-up for Jacob Ramsey. It's still goal at Villa Park, but that will give the crowd a lift, though. Despite being gutted, the goal not standing. Certainly now they're getting more into this game, Aston Villa, so back on the way. So it's still goalless here at Villa Park. That moment which is not meant to be, but they feel that moment will come, and it will stand. So now Bayern Munich control and possession. Min-jae to Upamecano. Here's Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich to Upamecano. Watkins really putting Upamecano under pressure this evening. It goes square to Min-jae. Min-jae up towards Coman. Cleared for Konsa. Onana back into the Villa after Carlos. Square to Torres, just in front of D. Torres now. Right footed pass to the feet of Ramsey. Here's Digne. Good eye pressing for Bayern Munich, but Aston Villa still retain possession. They're back in their own area. Nice pass of Pau Torres towards Rodgers. Cleared from Min-jae. Now lift into the box to Lima. Now Kane controls. Kane is back towards goal. Cleared from Torres. And now Morgan Rodgers turns away for 2 Bayern Munich players. Rodgers feeds it to Watkins. Watkins approaching the penalty area. Now inside it. Faced up with Upamecano. Watkins pass in the middle. Cleared away. Falls there. Shot towards goal. And it was a slip there for Amadou Onana. Great chance for Aston Villa. They're so threatening on the counter-stamp. Brilliant bursting run from Morgan Rodgers. Found Ollie Watkins inside left. Still up there, Upamecano, putting a lovely ball, cleared away from Davis, and Onana just came onto the ball a little bit off balance. So Jacob Ramsey just officially confirmed he was the man offside in the build-up after me, actually. I thought it was tight with the naked eye. Looking at it again, he was a yard offside. So correct decision there. 25 minutes played, Aston Villa 0, Bayern Munich 0. A few minutes ago, Pau Torres had a goal chalked out. Bayern Munich overall being the better side, but Aston Villa have gotten to it. The last 5 minutes, Min-jae just over halfway. Good tackle there, just about halfway from Philogene, but his tackle falls to the feet of Kingsley Coman. Coman down the right-hand side It's a lovely cross, and no one's there to meet it. Good idea, though, to whip that one low. Concerning for Aston Villa, Jacob Ramsey's gone down. And this is about to get even more frustrating for Jacob Ramsey. Of course, he was offside for that disallowed goal. And Ramsey's gone down there. And with the energy you need on that left-hand side, that's one of the last players you want going down, really. Again, there is, of course, an able deputy. Will it be Leon Bailey possibly coming on? We will wait and see. Yeah, certainly concern here for Jacob Ramsey. Just moved a bit gingerly, being carried, just been escorted off by two Villa physios. He's walking okay, but again, will Unai Emery want to take that risk though with Jacob Ramsey? I think he isn't. Ramsey is coming off. He's pulled a muscle. That is gutted for Jacob Ramsey's boy at club. Aston Villa back back on the European big stage, and Jacob Ramsey off after 27 minutes. Huge shame, but Leon Bailey on this play, so that is a very able deputy to come on. Leon Bailey just looks to heavens after the substitute, just has a quick chat with Morgan Rogers, and that will certainly be a link up to look out for. So 27 minutes on the clock. Yeah, and Jacob Ramsey just come off, and not long before that, Ramsey was offside for a Pau Torres finish. It was a lovely finish at near post from Pau Torres. Ladinha with the throw. Rogers can't quite flick it to Watkins. Upamecano plays it low with the laces of his right foot to Neuer, just in front of his box. Neuer now carries it a bit more in field. Manuel Neuer, right-footed. Today Upamecano. Upamecano just in front of him to Kimmich. Kimmich behind halfway. Kimmich now just into the Villa to Gnabry. Back to Kimmich. Here's Upamecano. Just behind the centre circle. Square to Min-jae. Min-jae to Coman. Back to Min-jae. There's a foul there from Constantine back of Coman, but Min-jae lifts up towards Davis. That's a good header back there from Leon Bailey. Nice and calm into the path of A. Martinez. So Bailey's out on the right-hand side. So will Philogene moving out to the left maybe? Here's Torres. Carries the ball out the fence. Plays it in the centre circle to Watkins. Lays it to his left. No one there though. Elise back to Kimmich. Villa pressing high with Watkins and Rogers. Upamecano back to Neuer. Neuer to his left. Really good high press from Aston Villa. It's Davis in possession. Davis to Neuer, but Bayern staying calm. Neuer across his area to Kimmich. Philogene has moved out to left. He's close to Kimmich here, but Upamecano has it now. Out to Lima. First time in field to Pavlic. Back to Lima. Lima over halfway. He's fouled in the process. Referee waves play on. Bayern in behind with the pace of Serge Gnabry. Can he square it to Kane? Serge Gnabry goes to shot over the bar. Why is he not squaring it to Harry Kane? Massive chance of Bayern Munich. Huge relief for Aston Villa. And Kane having a go at Serge Gnabry. Gnabry acknowledges that he really should have passed to Kane, but he saw his name up in lights. That former West Brom man, Gnabry, down the right side, got to the box. Kane was there as a square option. Although Diego Carlos was coming across towards Harry Kane, Serge Gnabry has in his locker to simply square it across to Harry Kane. And a big opportunity for Bayern Munich goes begging. Gnabry hits it over the bar at the near post. There's still goalless here at Villa Park. So A. Martinez with the goal kick. Sails just over halfway. Watkins wins the header, flicks out towards left-hand side. Is that too far for Philogene? It was indeed, but Watkins has done so well up front. He's been a massive nuisance for Deo Upamecano so far. And Bayern Munich have a throw to take here on the right-hand side. Just behind halfway line for Conrad Lima's take. Great flows at field to Kimmich. Back to Lima. Good tackle from Philogene. Tielemans on the stretch to Philogene. Slits but does manage to play it in field to Rogers. Here's Tielemans just behind halfway. Pokes it back to Pau Torres. Now in the centre of the Villa for Carlos. Carlos goes square to Torres. Bit of room here for Torres. Slows the ball down, stops it completely. Actually, and plays it front into Rogers. Rogers turns with Upamecano. Good feet from Rogers. Now lays it back to Onana. Onana fouled in the process by Kingsley Coman. Really good work there for Amadou Onana. Got his body across Coman. Forced the foul. And he did exceptionally well there. Interesting for Aaron Dank. So Torres plays it into the feet of Rogers. Now square for Philogene, just beyond halfway down the left-hand side towards Ollie Watkins. Good work there from Min Jae to get across and play it back to Neuer. Just over half hour played it. Villa Park, Aston Villa 0, Bayern Munich 0. Aston Villa have had a goal ruled out for Pau Torres. And Aston Villa got a taste of what it's like to score Champions League goal for Villa Park, but they're just waiting for the proper one to count. Nice feet from Davis. Cuts and Phil, just beyond halfway, then square in the centre circle for Joshua Kimmich. Now travels into the Aston Villa half. It's body shaped diagonally towards the right, then moves it now in the centre and clips it towards the left-hand side. Controlled it by Kingsley Coman. Facing up Konsa and Bailey. Coman onto his left foot, trying to get on the outside of Konsa. Good defending there for Konsa. Short to Carlos, clips out the box, then centre for Davis. Coman, back to Min Jae. Min Jae puts slow cross in towards the area. Blocked from Onana, falls back to Min Jae. Lifts up with the air. Nice save for Kimmich. Bayern with Conrad Lima on the right-hand side. Just under 30 yards to goal now. Lima being forced back here. Great pressure from Philogene. Just push Lima in the back. Not so the referee spots that Min Jae. Back to Neuer. Neuer out of his box, and Neuer finds Upamecano. Bayern now just slowing things down in possession. Kimmich has some room in the centre circle. Kimmich to his left to Davis. Here's Upamecano. Just over halfway to Coman. Davis making that forward run. Coman facing up contact. Drives and Phil Coman. Then gets away from Rogers. Kingsley Coman. Just on the midway inside the Villa half. Square for Elise now. Elise out to the right side to Gnabry. Gnabry, he cuts inside. Links up with Elise. Elise toe pokes it to Kimmich. Back to Elise. 22 yards out. Elise now inside the area. Michael Elise now exits the box and plays it behind into Kimmich. Kimmich clip cross towards the centre. Kingsley Coman flicks the header away from Harry Kane though. Head away from Aston Villa now. Nana has it just in front of deep. Post it to Tielemans. Good interception there from Alphonso Davies. Otherwise, Aston Villa trying to form a counter-attack. Davies in the centre to Kane. 25 yards out. Body shaped towards the right-hand side. He goes that square pass to Lima. Lima approaching the box and out here to Elise. Elise facing up Philogene. Cuts inside. Elise's cross well blocked from Philogene. He's worked his socks off so far. Let's see him, Jaden Philogene. What an occasion for him. Playing Championship football last year. Thought his dream for Aston Villa may have gone. A dream to play for Aston Villa may have gone, but again they've re-signed in this summer. Now he's playing against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. What an occasion for him. Kimmich plays it square to Upamecano. Every Bayern outfield player in the Villa half. Davis to Coman, approaching the penalty area. Cuts inside Coman. Now gives it to Kane. Kane left side of the box. Kane slow cross block for Carlos. Falls it to Coman. Coman cuts it back. And now here's Pavlovic in the D, but it's now flags up against Bayern Munich in the end. It did look like that has received from Coman in offside position, and that was the case in the end. So that will be a free kick to Aston Villa. Again, they just want to keep things tight. They could have their big moment again to try and break the deadlock, but I think Unai Emery will be more than satisfied. Probably Vincent Kompany as well, with it being goalless going to half-time. But we've still got a little bit this first half to play. Just approaching the 34th minute here at Villa Park. Aston Villa 0, Bayern Munich 0. The other scores this evening: Benfica 1, Atletico Madrid 0, Liverpool 1, Bologna 0, Leipzig 1, Juventus 0, and Sturm Graz 0, Club Brugge 1. The other games are 0-0. So free kick played, headed away from Upamecano. Now Pavlovic, back to Kimmich. Here's Upamecano inside the D. Lovely floated ball towards Lima. Maybe I spoke a bit too soon. That pass got away from Lima in the end. So it will be an Aston Villa throw. Midway inside the Bayern half for Luca Digne to take. On the left. Will he go infield or down the line to Philogene? He goes infield to Tielemans. On the stretch, gives it back to Digne. Digne trying to muscle his way inside instead for Lima. Now Tielemans starts to get it back. It breaks it to Gnabry. Gnabry to Lima. Lima approaching halfway. Lima goes towards centre circle. Kane, lovely ball towards Lima. Bayern on the right hand side. Lima, edge of the box. Conrad Lima tries to put in the cross, block from Tielemans. Takes a sting away from the ball and caught by Emi Martinez at the near post. But again, Harry Kane, he's just got everything in this locker. Hasn't actually gotten this game too much, but lovely first time pass with his right foot. Got Conrad Lima away down the right hand side, but it maybe took a little bit too long to get his cross in, and it's blocked from Tielemans in the end. So Aston Villa and Bill from the back here. Amadou Onana available as a short option. Martinez plays out of his area, controlled it by Philogene, midway inside the Villa half. Back to Digne. Digne plays it towards centre circle. Trapped there from Watkins. Lovely touch of Watkins. Squares it to Philogene just behind halfway. Watkins wants it back. Philogene, though, goes into the feet of Pau Torres instead. About a 10-yard pass behind him. Torres taps it to Onana. Onana back to Martinez inside the D. Martinez, a couple of touches with his right foot. And Martinez still deciding what he wants to do. The ball is going to go direct. Now one touch to take out D. Martinez, a zip pass through the middle, trying to find Watkins. And it went between the gap of Rogers and Watkins. And makes his way back to Martinez, opposite number Manuel Neuer. Rolls it to Kimmich, midway inside the Bayern, his own half. Kimmich approaching halfway. Now stops the ball with his right foot. Goes in field to Elise. Kimmich just in front of halfway now. Is he going to go for the option Lima? Well, Kimmich goes forwards, but it's overhit towards Serge Gnabry. Really poor work there from Joshua Kimmich. That was an overhit pass which went in between the gap of Lima and Kimmich. And that is a goal kick to Aston Villa. 9 minutes of normal time of this first half to go. Goal will see Aston Villa, Bayern Munich. Villa have had the ball in the back of net, but it was ruled out for Jake Aran to be an offside in the build-up. Martinez to Tielemans. Tielemans is passing set from Kimmich, who's touching with Philogene. And that is a free kick to Bayern Munich. There's a pull there from Philogene on Kimmich, so free kick inside right. Midway in the Villa half for Kimmich's take. As Joshua Kimmich now lines it up. So Kimmich making sure it's in the correct position. Again, the referee actually ordering Kimmich to take the ball a couple of yards back. So Kimmich all set to whipping the delivery, probably looking towards the back post again. Be trying to find Harry Kane to Kimmich. Well, he goes to shot himself, but it's dipped straight into the arms. Martinez, clever there for Joshua Kimmich. Almost caught Aston Villa, but Martinez, it didn't catch out. And adjusted his body, quickly got across towards left-hand side, and really in the end, that was a pretty comfortable stop for Emi Martinez. Ball in his right hand now, releases it with his right foot through the middle, looping up towards Watkins. Heavy touch from Upamecano, drops here though for Coman. Back here to Davis. Now it's with Neuer, just in front of the 6-yard box. Neuer, square across to Kimmich, rolls out the box now. Kimmich marauding down the right-hand side, just over midway inside his own half. Kimmich now slows down and plays it on the outside of Watkins. Back to Kim Min-jae. Min-jae infield to Pavlovic. Alexander Pavlovic now cross here to Alphonso Davis on halfway. It's a ball forward for Davis, looking for the left-sided partner Coman. Kingsley Coman, edge of the box, turns away for Conte, now facing him up. Kingsley Coman, can he get ball and cuts it back here? It's a low shot from Elise, cleared away from Pau Torres, out the box. With Bayern Munich, midway inside the Villa half for Kimmich, who's inside left. Gives it to Kim Min-jae. Aston Villa pinned back here. 7 minutes of normal time in this first half to go. Aston Villa 0, Bayern Munich 0. Elise and Pavlovic link up. Elise now, short pass out to the right side to Lima. Back to Elise. Bayern Munich inside right. Elise again links up with Lima. Elise now to Lima. Lima, it's the ball run under his foot. It's Pavlovic. Kane right in the centre. Square for Elise. Elise approaching the area. Michael Elise shifts it onto his left foot. Curling shot for Michael Elise. What a save from Emi Martinez. That was nestling into his top right-hand corner. And that is why he is classed as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. But Michael Elise darts the feet, got beyond Yuri Tielemans. And that curling shot was certainly heading into the top corner if it wasn't for the fingertip of Emi Martinez with his left hand. Vital stop there from the Aston Villa goalkeeper. Corner to Bayern Munich on the left-hand side. But Joshua Kimmich's take is an in-swinger, easily caught for Emi Martinez. And now can Aston Villa quickly get forwards. Martinez just slows things down here. Doesn't want to make things too frantic and just calmly rolls it out. But what a curling strike that was from Michael Elise. Just under 25 yards out, cut in from the right-hand side. Superb stop from Emi Martinez. Now Rodgers turns to the centre of the Bayern, puts it through legs of Pavlovic. Villa on the attack. Tielemans out here to Bailey. Bailey, can he cause some damage? He cuts inside. Bailey turns, tries to go back, attack from Coman. Bailey fighting to keep it. But here is Bayern Munich now on the attack here with Davis. Pokes on its outside to Coman, just behind halfway. Coman to Kane, bit of space here for Kane. He just behind halfway now, clips it just off the ground, the centre circle to Kimmich. Kimmich now, slowly going through the centre of the Villa half. Back to Kane. Kane, a ball over the top towards Serge Gnabry. Cleared away for Luca Digne. Was he caught for Serge Gnabry? Referee didn't spot it. Onana squared to Bailey. Bailey now to Onana. Lovely link up. Onana heading towards halfway. Just slows down a little bit. Then gives it to Bailey. Aston Villa just over 10 yards into the Bayern half. Bailey turns, gets away for Kimmich. Bailey infield to Onana. Controls it on the stretch with his right foot. Back on halfway to Conte. 5 minutes this first half to go. Aston Villa 0, Bayern Munich 0. Tielemans in the centre circle. Short pass behind into Carlos. Villa moving it slowly here. Conte drags it onto his right foot. Conte foul from Kingsley Coman. Referee waits play on is Watkins. Takes heavy touch now. Pavlovic. Here is Kingsley Coman. Short to Harry Kane. just under 10 yards into the Aston Villa half. Kane inside left, moving a bit further forwards now. On his outside is Coman, clears it backwards. Well read there from Morgan Rogers, dropping into zone half. Rogers 1-2, Bailey. Aston Villa still inside their own half. It's sent back here from Watkins to Conter. Villa moving it calmly across the back line. Carlos to Torres. Now Digne wants it. Digne receives it with a 10-yard pass in his feet. Digne back to Torres on the line of the Villa box. Now it's with Martinez. Just found the penalty spot. Again, Villa's trying to take the sting out of things here. Bayern Munich have done that so well this evening. Now it's Villa's turn to try and do that. Torres to Martinez. Here's Conter. Plays out of the box. Controlled on the stretch here from Leon Bailey. Back to Esri Conter. Clips it forwards down the inside right in the Villa half. And Bailey climbed with Davis. It's headed away for Kim Min-jae in the end. Inside the Villa half. A tackle from behind for Esri Conter. Did he win the ball? Will it be a Villa throw? He tackled Kingsley Coman. And it looks like the throw's gone in Villa's favour. No, yet, no free kick to Bayern Munich. A throw taken from Conter. And here's Carlos. Yeah, right foot to pass. Onana. Lovely take on the half turn. Gets away from Pavlovic now. It's terrific down doing Onana. And then just strokes it outside the right foot. Now Villa play it backwards with Conter to Carlos. Here's Martinez. Good pressure by Munich forcing Aston Villa back. Aston Villa though, they back themselves playing out from the back. Martinez goes direct, trying to get over the top to Philogene. Philogene does run onto the ball. He's up against Kimmich. Philogene facing the sidelines at the moment, turns on the left-hand side. Philogene goes in field. He tries to find Rogers, intercepted and Pavlovic, only as far as Philogene. Philogene foul for Lima. It was right in front of the referee, nothing given. Lima to Kane, midway inside his own half. Harry Kane gets away from Ollie Watkins. The two England strikers up against each other. Brilliant dribbling from Harry Kane. He gets away from Onana and Bailey. Kane over halfway, Bayern on the left-hand side. Harry Kane starts it, turns and goes backwards towards the centre circle. But Kane only finds Morgan Rogers. Rogers turns in between Kane and Pavlovic, and then Kane takes out Rogers in the process a few yards behind halfway. And now Rogers back on his feet. Is that going to be yellow card for Harry Kane? I think just the warning. Villa plays furious. They feel the England captain should have a yellow card. And I'll tell you what, he did have his hands all around Morgan Rogers. Also clipped it from behind. I have to agree. I think that should be a yellow card, but it looks like it's just a warning for Harry Kane. 2 minutes of normal time of this first half to go. Aston Villa 0, Bayern Munich 0. But it certainly hasn't been a dull affair whatsoever here at Villa Park. Short free kick from Carlos to Conter. It's back with Carlos. Now it's in the D Martinez. Martinez being pressurised from Elise. Goes square here to Pau Torres. Brilliant high pressure from Bayern Munich. But Villa now play it from Torres to Martinez. Bit more space now. But Martinez to play with. Martinez. A long right footed ball, hit 30 yards towards the inside right channel in the Bayern half. Headed away from Davis, picked up from Min-jae. Squared to Coman. Coman turns away from Rogers, but good tackle from Conter. Conter led to run to Villa half, and then Kingsley Coman. Unai Emery just a little fist pumped himself. He enjoyed that. Esri Conter worked to win the free kick, and Unai Emery loves celebrating the small things like that. He's such a passionate manager on the sideline, and it's just someone who leaves no stone unturned, and they just work this magic of Villa Park. Since become the Aston Villa boss in November 2022. Short free kick from Conter. Carlos into the centre circle. Watkins foul. Well, I thought he was foul for Upamecano. Nothing given now. Elise gets away for Tielemans. Elise through the middle. Threads it to Gnabry. Right side of the box. Loses balance, but Gnabry backhills it towards Lima. Lima tries to get in the 6-yard box. Lima tries to get around Martinez. Martinez stands up to the task. Stretches out his left hand to claw it away from Conrad Lima. But great striding forward to Elise. Played it to Serge Gnabry. He lost his balance for a second, then backward it towards Lima. Lima managed to get away from Digne, but then took a little bit of a heavy touch, Lima. He tried to get around Martinez, but Martinez, and he collected it. Again, Bayern just so threatening when they can glide through in space. And really, Elise, I don't think that's a bad pass to Serge Gnabry. I just think it was Gnabry losing his balance. Martinez lays it out in front of him. Martinez through the middle. Search for Philogene inside left. Good header one there for Min-jae. Min-jae falls awkwardly, still down here, Min-jae. Kimmich just pokes the ball out of place, and Min-jae can be treated. It was a brilliant header one from Min-jae. Looks like he has fallen awkwardly on his back. 2 minutes of stoppage time here at Villa Park. Still goalless. Min-jae back on his feet. So he climbed Min-jae and Philogene won the header. Philogene couldn't really do anything about it. Min-jae had already climbed. Philogene was sort of stuck under Min-jae. Min-jae just fell awkwardly back on his feet now. And a free kick played short to Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich 35 seconds of stoppage time gone. And it's a backwards pass to Kimmich, pressurised here from Watkins. There's a slap backwards pass to Gnabry. Kimmich turns, tackle for Tielemans. Won't fall to Watkins, though. Upamecano clears out the box. Digne chests it down towards Philogene. And then Kimmich just lets it run out for throw to Bayern Munich. But again, Villa aggressive when they can try and swarm around Bayern Munich players. They want to get that Villa Park crowd really up for it. So we're halfway into the 2 minutes of stoppage time in this first half, where it's goalless between Villa and Bayern. In the replay, the 1982 European Cup final where Villa won by 1-0. Can they recreate that this evening here at Villa Park instead of Rotterdam? Lima throws it back now, Upamecano to Neuer. Neuer spreads out the play, over it towards Davis. We will be collective and Coman, midway inside its own half. Coman, his pass comes off the face of Conte. Now bounce out for a Bayern throw. Yeah, about midway inside their own half on the left. Going back for Coman to Min-jae. 30 seconds stoppage time to go. Min-jae squares it to Upamecano. Is there one last chance maybe in this first half for Bayern Munich? Moving it slowly here. Kimmich just over halfway. Now Gnabry. Gnabry goes back to Kimmich. So Gnabry's had a pretty quiet game. Decision making hasn't been great so far. Kimmich now squaring the centre circle for Upamecano. Gives it to Min-jae. Min-jae. Coman making some movement towards him now. Plays it short to Coman. Min-jae just in front halfway. Elise now on left-hand side, tackle from Onana. It's a one last chance of Villa in this first half. Rodgers, can he play it through to Watkins? Rodgers trying to find Watkins. Upamecano just does enough to outmuscle Watkins. And then pokes it to Kimmich, and Upamecano fouled in the process by Morgan Rodgers. But the referee blows his half-time whistle anyway. Well, goalless going into the break, but I tell you what, certainly the way the game's gone doesn't reflect the score at the moment. It's been a brilliant first half between Aston Villa Bayern Munich. The big moment in the first half was Pau Torres' goal being ruled out. A free kick floats in for Yuri Tielemans towards Jacob Ramsey. Ramsey was upside in the process, but he controlled it on the bar. Turned, lift it towards the back post. Header one from Torres. It found Philogene inside the 6-yard area. Laid it back to Torres. One touch his right foot and onto his left. Shifted it into the back of net. Pretty finish for Torres in close range, but it was ruled out for offside. Bayern, they have had the moments. Elise's curling shot tipped over for Emi Martinez. Again, Serge Gnabry got in on goal, but for a tight angle hit it wide instead of putting the cross in towards Harry Kane. So all to play for in the second half here at Villa Park. Set up perfectly. Goalless at half time. Team Aston Villa Bayern Munich. Join us shortly for the second half here at Villa Park.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.
Hello and welcome back here to Villa Park. Well, the deadlock hasn't been broken yet, but he was certainly pulsating first half. With Pau Torres came closest to score the goal, but he did find the back of net, but it was ruled out for offside. Jacob Ramsey was offside in the build-up just after the free kick was floated for Yuri Tielemans. But again, both sides are giving everything so far, though. Kingsley Coman's been substituted for Jamal Musiala in a shake-up by Vincent Kompany half-time. Bayern dominated, I'd say, quite a lot of that first half, but Villa did grow in certain periods, and they'll be lifted certainly the way they ended the first half. And Rodgers gets us back on the way then. Villa shooting from left to right. Let's see what the second half has in store. Leon Bailey, who came on for Jacob Ramsey in the first half, certainly wasn't Ramsey's first half, that's for sure, being offside for the Torres' goal, and then obviously coming off injured is Martinez to Pau Torres. Martinez short, and it's played across into the feet of Digne by Carlos. That's really nice feet there from Pau Torres. Now Torres gives it into the feet of Digne. Digne down the line for Philogene to chase. Good work there for Lima. Getting across Philogene, trying to put in the tackle. Lima twist and turn, and Lima now being forced back towards own goal. Neuer outside of his box. Sends it long towards halfway. Kane wins the flick on. Gnabry making the run through the middle, but Serge Gnabry can't get there for Ezri Konsa. Taps it behind him to Pau Torres, lifts it just over halfway, comfortable away for Upamecano. Watkins caused him all sorts of problems that first half. Philogene controls it, faces his own goal. Philogene tackled by Musiala, then there was a foul given by the referee on Jaden Philogene. So a minute gone this second half, free kick to Aston Villa. And imagine the second half should pick up where he left off in the first. High intensity, real ferocious contest. Free kick for Aston Villa, just under 10 yards behind halfway. The inside left for Pau Torres to take. Unai Emery just in conversation with his bench. Again, he has got some strong players on that bench to look to. Ian Matson, Ross Bartley have Champions League experience. A Class M win there. Short free kick for Aston Villa, played over halfway to Watkins by Carlos. And Watkins nowhere near. Finds Leon Bailey way too far in front of him. Davis back to Neuer. Here's Davis in possession of the ball again outside of his own box. Davis, Bailey close by. Villa pressing high, hunting Rodgers and Watkins as well. Long for Neuer. Up towards halfway. Kane just behind halfway, trying to control it. Good strength there, though, from Diego Carlos. That's been a good battle. Carlos handling Kane well so far. Torres gliding over halfway. Clarty for Pau Torres. Squares it for Luca Digne. Villa just under 10 yards to the Bayern half. Philogene wins the tackles. He took a poor touch at first. Now Digne back to Rodgers. Here is Philogene. Glides down left-hand side. Pretty feet for Philogene. Philogene's it into the box. Couple of steppos. Philogene low cross block for Kim Min-jae. And an early corner in this second half for Aston Villa came off Conrad Lima. But I say Jaden Philogene, after he took a heavy touch, win a tackle quickly, then it was played back into the feet of Rodgers by Digne. Philogene just went past Lima like he wasn't even there. A couple of step overs, it's crossed the spot for Min-jae. But again, that was enough though for Philogene to get a corner in the end. After Min-jae blocked it, deflected off Lima's right foot. So corner for Aston Villa on this left-hand side. Could this be the moment where Aston Villa get their first goal in the European top competition? Villa Park since 1983. So Tielemans with an in-swing towards Ed Watkins. Watkins tries to head it down, cleared away for Davis. And now Bayern can counter-attack here. Here's Michael Lise. Carlos keeping up there. It's a poor pass on Lise. Good sliding in search for Digne. Now Rogers on left-hand side. Short to Tielemans. Here comes Villa. Tielemans stopped in his tracks from Lima. Now Elise being pressurised from Torres. Elise back to Neuer. Clears out his box. Only as far as Onana. Onana stats it forward. Well read from Upamecano. Square passing Kimmich to Lima. And it's offside against Aston Villa anyway. But again, frantic stuff here at Villa Park. Neuer with the free kick. Just over 3 minutes in the second half gone. Here's Kim Min-jae. Now to Pavlovic. Davis. Back to Min-jae. Bayern over midway inside throwing off. Pavlovic facing Upamecano. Plays it back to him. Now Bayern just beyond halfway. Here is Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich, short pass towards the right hand side. Good tackle one there by Jaden Philogene on Serge Gnabry. So again, Vincent Kompany has switched stuff up with bringing Jamal Musiala on at half time. Hasn't had a sniff though in his first 4 minutes of the second half, but Musiala does link up here with Lima from a throw. Lise tries to poke it forwards, cleared from Pau Torres. Watkins just inside his own half, now in the centre. Being harassed when Upamecano gets it off him. No, it's a free kick given in Watkins' favour. Upamecano, in sense, he thought, well, I think he did get a bit of the ball, but he got Watkins first. It just took a nibble at Watkins, and yeah, he took a nibble at Watkins first, then got the ball, so that is a correct decision given by Radu Petrescu. It's a long free kick taken from Diego Carlos out towards Digne. Digne heads inside just too far away from Philogene though, and Kimmich's there to clean up. Elise just over midway inside his own half. Michael Lise, two Villa players around him. Philogene, Tielemans. Nicely played inside though from Lise to Kimmich. Now put a space of Kimmich, Pavlovic in the centre circle. Back to Kimmich, the conductor of this Bayern Munich side. Kimmich goes square to Kim Min-jae. He's at 10 yards behind halfway. Now Kim Min-jae finds the feet of Serge Gnabry. Out on the left, pressurised in concert. So Gnabry goes back to Min-jae. Kim Min-jae tries to play it back to Gnabry. Gnabry moving about 6. It's short to Davis, just behind halfway. Back to Min-jae. In the centre circle, Upamecano lays it across to Kimmich. Infield now to Pavlovic. Pavlovic floats it out about 20 yards out into left-hand side. Here's Serge Gnabry, one-on-one with Ezri Konsa. Now Gnabry finds Davis. Davis cuts it back towards Gnabry. Good sliding clearance there by Ezri Konsa. Well timed. It was slammed towards the 6-yard box by Alphonso Davis. And Ezri Konsa cleared that one over the bar. Bayern corner on the right side for Michael Elise to take. Bayern researcher breaking the deadlock. Elise goes short to Kimmich. Now inside to Musiala. Musiala's delivery comfortably headed out the box there by Ollie Watkins. Being chased down for Luca Digne, but Michael Elise shields the ball just on the midway inside the Villa half on the right. Elise takes the throw. Here's Musiala driving in field. Now back here to Pavlovic. Pavlovic floats it out to Gnabry. Edge of the box. Gnabry's crossed it. Fighting one. Headed away near post by Carlos. Then poked out the box from Rogers for Gnabry. Get back towards the ball. Villa pinned in here. Kim Min-jae plays it short and in field. It's the feet of Davis. Now in the centre circle with Upamecano just over halfway. It's the feet of Kimmich. Inside right. Kimmich again clipped out towards Serge Gnabry. They're getting the ball to Gnabry a lot this second half. Gnabry edge of the box. Now finds Pavlovic in the area. Pavlovic dispossessing Carlos. Short to Rogers. Rogers now goes to long pass towards Watkins. Nowhere near finding the Aston Villa striker. Neuer just behind the centre circle to pick that one up. Min-jae pokes it to Kimmich. Back to Pavlovic now. Now is Kimmich in the centre. Good build-up play this from Bayern Munich. Musiala joins in on the left. Out here to Gnabry. Villa have everyone back. Gnabry plays it slowly to Davis. Now worked inside to Pavlovic. 25 yards and goal. 1-2 with Kimmich. Pavlovic now square to Upamecano. Right foot on top of the ball. Tapped it to Kimmich. Right in the centre of the Villa half. Kimmich square to Pavlovic, who's inside left. Pavlovic now driving into the box. Here's Pavlovic heading towards the byline. Pavlovic low cross block from Ezri Konsa. Goes into the side editing. Another Bayern Munich corner. But Konsa defending heroically at the start of this second half. Pavlovic appealing for a handball against Ezri Konsa. Well, he did hit his arm, but it was tucked in. I'll tell you what, if that's given us a penalty, that'd be extremely harsh. Surely that won't even be looked at. Again, it did hit the arm of Ezri Konsa, but it was tucked in. Again, as I said, that one certainly shouldn't be looked at. I don't think it will be. Concern here for Aston Villa. Diego Carlos has already suffered a serious injury whilst being at the club. There's picked up a serious injury in his home debut against Everton when Steven Gerrard was in charge of that game. My word, that feels so long ago. Steven Gerrard's in charge now. Liners trade in Saudi Arabia. Unai Emery's taking things on since Steven Gerrard departed. Well, this one is actually being looked at from VAR. I said it hit Conte's arm, but it was tucked in. Surely this one won't be given as a penalty. That would be extremely harsh. Referee insinuate it was being looked at. I think it's been checked now. It won't be given as a penalty, rightly so. I said that one would have been extremely harsh. Vincent Kompany's furious though. He thinks it should be a pen. As I said, I'd have to disagree with Vincent Kompany there. I think the right decision has been given. The referee just checking that everything's fine in the box for Joshua Kimmich can put this in-swinger in from the left-hand side. Aston Villa 0, Bayern Munich 0. Approaching the 54th minute. Joshua Kimmich then whips in the corner from left. It's hit the side netting. Really poor corner there for Kimmich. I must say some poor deliveries from Bayern Munich this evening. Michael Olise put a poor one in first half, and then Kimmich there. Again, the Bayern Munich bench still unhappy. And actually, I think it's something that's been said. Unai Emery just say something to Aaron Danks, actually. Just, again, it's incensed Aaron Danks and Vincent Kompany. So get a bit feisty on the sidelines. Again, Unai Emery, very passionate character. He is respectful of his opposition, but again, if he's in the heat at the moment, he certainly will stick up for his staff and side. So Carlos starts off the goal kick, short to Martinez. Here's Torres, forwards down to Digne, just around halfway. Now Digne, down the left-hand side, Digne feeds it to Philogene. Philogene a bit off balance. Philogene gets beyond Lima. It's that free kick. Nothing given. Villa fans unhappy. Here's Elite, deep inside his own half. Clips it towards the centre circle. But Kane's beaten in the air by Carlos. Bailey loses the ball in the middle of the Bayern half. Here is Kane now. Short to his left. Just slow down here for Gnabry. Just run halfway, make sure his teammates can get a bit further forward. And now Bayern will build slowly from the back here. Min-jae to Pavlovic in the centre circle. Square into the feet of Kimmich. Kimmich a short forward pass. And now Musiala trying to cut in from the right hand side. Short from Kimmich. 1-2 Musiala. Kimmich just over 10 yards into Villa half. On the right, here's Musiala. Tats it back to Joshua Kimmich. Pavlovic to Kimmich. Kimmich first time again. Kimmich just builds things so well. Min-jae square in the centre circle to Upamecano. Plays that across the face of Kimmich. It will go infield here to Lima. Lima to Elise. Lima. Now here's Kimmich. Bayern enjoying possession. Just over 10 minutes gone in the second half. Still waiting for a deadlock to be broken. The ball has been in the back of Bayern's net. But it was ruled out for offside. Jacob Ramsey is one off in the build-up. Midway inside the Villa half on the left is Gnabry. And now just in front of the centre circle is Upamecano. Kimmich, Pavlovic, now back to Kimmich. Kimmich right-footed, guides it out to the right-hand side. Lima in Elise. Finds Musiala on the stretch, taps it to Pavlovic. Again, Villa pin back here. Pavlovic finds Gnabry. Edge of the box on the left. Faced up Ezri Konsa. Gnabry now to Davis. Davis clips in the cross. Volley towards goal. And it's another block from Elise's shot. Elise took 2 shots on. 2 brilliant blocks there from Pau Torres. And Villa get it out the box just in front of halfway with Upamecano now. Here's Kimmich. Back to Upamecano. Great blocks there. Elise took the volley on for Davis' cross, but Torres putting the block from Elise's shots. It's Pavlovic in the centre. Midway inside the Villa half. Short to Michael Elise. Elise now looking the ball over the top towards Gnabry. Find Gnabry on the byline. Gnabry smashed it into the box. Head away from Digne. Drops it to Rodgers. Rodgers almost turned the trouble and turns in the centre of his own half. Now Rodgers feeds it to Bailey. Can Villa get on the attack here? Bailey just over halfway. And slowed down here though. In the top European competition at Villa Park since 1983. Square ball from Pavlovic to Upamecano. Square now to Min-jae. Kim Min-jae taps it to Pavlovic. What can Pavlovic do with this? He plays it to the inside right to Elise. Finds a nice pocket space out here to Lima. Bayern building up well, slowly and patiently. Kimmich taps it to Lima. Lima cuts inside of Philogene. Upamecano just over 25 yards to goal inside right. Short to Min-jae. Now Min-jae looks the ball over top to Gnabry. Gnabry gets under control of his head and it just comes off the top of Serge Gnabry's head. And that trickles out for a goal kick. So double substitutions come here from Unai Emery. Ian Matson enjoyed a successful spell at Borussia Dortmund last season, made the final. He'll be coming on alongside Ross Barkley. Onana's gone down here. Unai Emery hoping it's something serious. Jadon Philogene called to the sideline just to have a conversation with Unai Emery. So it will be Ian Maatsen and Ross Barkley to come on here. Just over 58 minutes played at Villa Park. Still waiting for the first goal this evening. Scores in the other games: Benfica 2, Atletico Madrid 0, Dynamo Zagreb 1, Monaco 0. Is Lille 1, Real Madrid 0. Jonathan David with a penalty in the 3rd minute stoppage time in the first half. Liverpool still lead Bologna by a goal to 0. Juventus are levelled up through Dusan Vlahovic at Leipzig. And it is Stern Graz 0, Club Brugge 1. So it looks like it's Yuri Tillman's call towards the sidelines, but I certainly don't think he'll be coming off. So Leon Bailey is coming off for Ian Maatsen. That's an interesting one. Now, is that because of an injury that Bailey's picked up, or tactically? I'm not sure. If that's tactically, then see, Bailey, that'll be an annoying one for him, particularly the fact that the sub's been subbed off it. Of course, Bailey came on for Ramsey. So Bailey and Onana are off. So I'm very interested. Onana was actually down a moment ago. So Unai will be hoping that isn't anything serious. Onana's coming off here along with the physio, so that's not a great sign. So anyway, Bailey's off and Maatsen's on. Not exactly sure why Bailey has come off. Obviously, as I mentioned, he was substituted on in the first half. So Bailey, Onana off, Maatsen and Barkley on. Barkley still waiting to enter the field now. Shakes hands to Onana and Barkley's on. Can he be the hero this evening? We'll wait and see. So, Aston Villa, goal kick. Diego Carlos has started off. Plays it across. Sichel bots to Emi Martinez. Now a couple of touches from Martinez. Again, still in his area. Hour played at Villa Park. Villa 0, Bayern 0. Martinez long through the middle, too far away from Watkins. And that will be back with Manuel Neuer. Neuer now a couple of bounces of the ball. It is Neuer now rolling it to Kim Min-jae. Davis calling for it short. Min-jae still has it. It's midway inside his own half. Just goes in front into Pavlovic. And Bayern having 63% of possession. Again, only 3 attempts on target. Aston Villa's one. It's been intense but tight game. That's a lovely ball. Hit diagonally from Musiala. Finds the chest of Gnabry. Level the penalty area. It's Gnabry against Conte. Gnabry into the box. Gnabry cuts aside. Gnabry shot straight. And Martinez. Well, Gnabry won that battle. But he didn't win his battle with Emi Martinez. Again, Gnabry cut inside. Beat Conte. All ends up. That shot was a weak one there for Serge Gnabry. Played on the right-hand side in the first half, but it's been shifted out to left by Vincent Kompany in the second. Good pressure there from Musiala, cleared away from Torres. Now Watkins heads it square to Rodgers on the left. Rodgers just over halfway, trying to keep the ball. Good strength there from Rodgers against Elise. Lovely roll there from Morgan Rodgers. Well, the free kick has gone in the favour of Aston Villa, but Rodgers wanted to play on. Rodgers have got away from Elise. I'm not actually sure why the referees pulled that one back. He should have really given the advantage there. I don't understand Morgan Rodgers' anger. So a free kick for Aston Villa to take just in front of halfway on the left. Luca Digne back to Pau Torres in the centre circle. There's a nice deft touch from Tielemans. That 1-2-2, Rodgers and Tielemans. Aston Villa wait for the middle now. Ross Barkley. Barkley pokes it towards the runner Philogene and set them in Min-jae and cleared. And as far as Digne. And now can't find Maatsen. And it rolls back to Manuel Neuer. Clears out of his box. Too high for Harry Kane. He's been isolated for a lot this evening. Harry Kane hasn't really had that service. He just needs that one chance to Harry Kane. Netted forward in that opening match against Dynamo Zagreb. Now thumping 9-2 victory. Carlos squared to Torres. Back here Martinez. On the line of his area. 62 minutes played at Villa Park. Aston Villa 0. Bayern Munich 0. Al Torres had a goal ruled out in the first half. 22nd minute. The Jacob Ramsey, who actually came off 5 minutes later with an injury, was offside in the build-up. Martinez, short hit. That's a lovely turn on the ball from the gracious Yuri Tielemans. Tielemans down to Maatsen. Zipped the pass to Rodgers. Rodgers over halfway. He gets going. Now Rodgers inside to Maatsen. Watkins calling for it. Villa build on Maatsen. Maatsen goes a shot over the bar. He could have maybe looked for the option of Watkins to Philogene. But Maatsen, who was inside left, close to the penalty area, took the shot on himself. Yeah, Maatsen was about 22, 23 yards out. He was leaning back as well when he took that on with his left foot. Big chance there for Aston Villa. Brilliant build-up as well from the left-hand side. So Neuer, short goal kick to Min-jae. Min-jae finds Davis. Villa pressing high here as Davis opposite number. Philogene puts him under pressure. Davis just Kompany gets inside of Rodgers and Philogene plays it back to Neuer. Here is Upamecano now. Midway inside zone half. Bring the ball out from the back. Has a short option of Musiala. Takes on the half turn, just behind the centre circle. Now inside it. Musiala. Square to his left to Pavlic. One touch to take in the Villa half. Now Pavlic to Davis, who's inside left. He's midway inside Aston Villa territory. Square here for Gnabry. Back into Pavlic. Now Musiala right in the centre of Villa half. Great feet here from Musiala. Now 1-2 again. Musiala in the box. Jamal Musiala's shot block from Pau Torres. That was excellent build-up right from the back from Bayern Munich. A 1-2 between Kane and Musiala. And Pau Torres there to the rescue. I think Pau Torres has been outstanding this evening. But again, great 1-2 between Kane and Musiala. Bayern Munich needs to get Kane more involved in the build-up. But again, Torres blocked Musiala's left-footed shot. Corner for Bayern Munich on the left-hand side. Still goals hit Villa Park. 64 minutes played. Joshua Kimmich then with the corner kick in. Headed away from Konsa. Ball Salupin inside the box. Philogene tries to flick it away. It falls to Min-jae just beyond the area. He's inside left. Outward to Kimmich. Kimmich was the play on the outside of Jaden Philogene. Good sliding. Good stretching clearance there with his right foot. Musiala takes the throw on the left to Kimmich. Kimmich drives it towards the back post. Too high for Lima. It finds Gnabry. Cuts it back for Elise. Just behind the box. Inside right. Elise almost caught in possession. Still has it. Elise plays 1-2 Pavlovic. Elise gets away from Bartley. Elise now inside left. Just behind the box. Trying to slide through Davis. Intercepted from Konsa. 1-2 to Bartley and Konsa. Now it's Carlos on the line in the area. Clips it out here to Jaden Philogene. We'll keep it in place. Surrounded by Kimmich and Davis. And he manages to hit it off the left leg of Alphonso Davis there. Jaden Philogene. I think he's done a really good job this evening. Massive occasion for the youngster. He's really risen up to the situation. So substitution here. It'll be Leroy Sané. Certainly someone Aston Villa will be fearing. Coming off the bench, 25 minutes to go here. Sané will be coming on shortly. Throw here for Aston Villa. Midway inside the run half on the right. Konsa throws over halfway. Here's Watkins. Hold it off Kim Min-jae. Watkins turns, looks to play it inside. Watkins tackled there. And that'll be a free kick. The tackle came for Serge Gnabry. Yellow card as well. Shows the Bayern Munich forward. I think Gnabry probably coming off shortly anyway. And Watkins caught late from Serge Gnabry. I have to say Watkins worked his socks off this evening. If anyone deserves a goal, it is him. The Serge Gnabry in the referee's note, but I expect Gnabry, his number would be coming up very shortly for Leroy Sané to come on. No, it isn't. So Elise is off for Sané. Well, I've taken Gnabry's actually unlocked the ball the second half, but I feel like Elise could create that bit of magic out of nowhere, but Elise's made way. Leroy Sané on. So free kick for Aston Villa. I'd say this one's about 10 yards into the Bayern half, inside right. Digne and Tielemans behind it. What can happen from this delivery? Villa have scored from a free kick already this evening, but it was ruled out. Jake Rands been offside. Pau Torres finished that one off. Digne and Tielemans hesitate. So it will be Digne. Wraps his left foot around the ball into the box. Headed down and away now. Forced the Kimmich, heads it back towards his own goal, but comfortably into the arms of Manuel Neuer. And that was well dealt with there by the Bayern Munich backline. Neuer rolls it into the feet of Lima. Lima over halfway. Now Lima almost found Musiala. Musiala does find Musiala. He flicks it back. Now threaded ball towards Serge Gnabry by Leroy Sané. Cleared away from Luca Digne. And now clearance from Neil Matson hits the right foot of Leroy Sané inside the Dean. Goes behind for a goal kick. Again, Bayern so threatening on the transitions as well as Aston Villa. So again, you do feel like there is a goal in this match for sure. Peter with us here this evening. And there's a banner with the famous commentary. And in the whole end of that Peterwood win against Bayern Munich in Rotterdam 1982. Aston Villa's only European Cup. They're dreaming of winning that second one. Flicked on by Watkins down left-hand side. It's midway in the Bayern half. It's kept in play from Matson, what I thought it was for a second. Has been given as a Bayern throw. That will be midway inside the half on the right side for Lima to take. So Villa preparing another substitution shortly. Throw taken for Bayern. Villa win it back. Rodgers now looking to get in the attacking third, but tackle from Musiala. Good defending from Musiala. And Musiala almost caught from behind from Rodgers, but passed it back to Neuer. Neuer curves it out to the left-hand side. Gnabry takes it on his chest. Gnabry, midway inside zone off. Gnabry gives it away. Here's Watkins, can turn and face the Bayern goal. Watkins squares it, cuts out though for Lima. Slack pass there for Watkins. Kane very deep here. He's midway inside zone off, just jogging with the ball there. And then just taps it behind him to Kim Min-jae. So I do wonder if Mario Bogard be coming on shortly, maybe. Aston Villa. I think John Duran might be coming on, actually. I think that will be the sub, which is no surprise. No surprise at all, John Duran. I think there will be him coming on shortly, so play back for Gnabry in the centre circle. Kimmich spreads out towards the right side, taking on Chester. Leroy Sané trying to get behind. Good challenge there from Pau Torres once again. Certainly a candidate for man of the match, but Leroy Sané displaying that explosive pace, trying to get him behind. But Pau Torres and Luca Digne as a pair dealt with that situation really well. Here is Emi Martinez. Despite a penalty spot. Light right-footed pass. On the half-turn, it's well taken there from Ross Barkley. Barkley trying to glide forwards and plays it on his outside to Konsa. Konsa turns into a bit of trouble. Here's Pavlovic. Incentive though from Barkley, trying to keep the ball away from Kane. That was a slack push there from Barkley on Kane. And former England teammates. So it is John Duran to come on. Ollie Watkins makes way. Well, he certainly has worked as hard as he can. Caused Dare Upamecano problems. Watkins be disappointed. He maybe would have been open that him and Duran could be a combination at some point this evening. Not meant to be though. It is a like for like. Watkins off, Duran on. So Rodgers and Duran will be that front pair, and John Duran, well, he just loves to goal off the bench. I mean, the best of them being that stunner at home to Everton. Again, John Duran scored had a lovely finish against Young Boys that's ruled out. It was a gliding finish along the turf. Really unfortunate one to be ruled out. So here is Bayern Munich in the centre circle with Dare Upamecano. We have 20 minutes to go here of normal time Villa Park. Locked at goalless. Leroy Sané, 50 yards into Villa half, cuts in for the right side. Now tatted to Kimmich. Sané back to Kimmich. Kimmich just front halfway. Into the feet of Leroy Sané. Sané has Lima in front of him. Sané holds off Matson. Sané cuts inside. Sané now. Nice chop pass to Musiala. Midway inside the Villa. Musiala trying to dribble there. In between Rodgers and Tielemans. He wins the free kick. And Jamal Musiala. Such close control. Maybe a few people might have been a bit surprised that Vincent Kompany didn't start this evening. But again, especially Musiala. Again, such a key player for Bayern. The short free kick played to Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich has it back off Sané. Kimmich in line with the corner of the area on the right side. Kimmich just scoops it short to Sané. Goes back to Kimmich. Now Kimmich to Upamecano. Again, Bayern being patient. Villa in a good shape. Just trying to push up towards Bayern. But every outfield Bayern player in the Villa half. And Jay into the fit Gnabry. Now it's back to Neuer. Again, he's well outside his area. Now is Kim Min-jae. Again, Bayern have had double amount of attempts. Aston Villa have had this evening. Bayern having 10. Here's Min-jae. Short to Pavlovic in the centre circle. Can he go through the middle? Pavlovic goes square. Still just behind halfway. Joshua Kimmich. Now Dare Upamecano. Upamecano in the centre circle. Goes very short to Kimmich. One touch to take it over halfway. Kimmich inside right. Now midway inside. Aston Villa. Kimmich down the inside right channel. Just too far for Leroy Sané though. And it is let out by Martinez for a goal kick. Again, patient play from Bayern Munich, but Aston Villa have defended tremendously, I must say. And they've fought for absolutely everything. They seem Aston Villa well worthy of staying in this game. So it's a goal kick here for Emi Martinez to take. 72 minutes on the clock. Still goalless between Aston Villa and Bayern Munich. Well, Aston Villa, can they recreate that iconic scoreline? Happened in Rotterdam in 82. That gave the best day in Aston Villa's history. Martinez with the goal kick. It's flicked on from Duran towards Philogene. Philogene down left-hand side. Philogene tries to get the crossing. Good block there on the far side, and it will be a corner kick, I think. No, it will be a goal kick. Well, it was Davis who got across against Philogene to block it. Great defending for Alphonso Davis. Rapid, got the tackle in, but his tackle came off the left foot of Philogene to put the cross in. That was great defending. Upamecano starts off the goal kick. Now Neuer to Min-jae. Kim Min-jae in possession. Now it's actually been ordered to be restarted. So started off again by Upamecano. And now here in possession is Kimmich. He goes long towards Leroy Sané, inside right, headed away from Carlos. Midway inside the Villa half, heavy touch from Musiala. Musiala starts it. Musiala trying to dribble in between two Villa players. Cleared from Tielemans. On his pass, Kimmich. Kimmich long ball forwards, headed out the box, and Carlos. Heavy touch there from Maatsen. And now Kimmich. Square to Lima. Here's Sané. Infield to Kimmich. Kimmich now turns onto his right foot. Now in possession is Upamecano. Min-jae back here to Neuer. Neuer in the centre circle, short to Kim Min-jae. Min-jae right footed. Here is Serge Gnabry midway inside the Villa half on the left, back to Min-jae. Bayern Munich still in the Aston Villa half in the centre circle. Pavlovic now right and halfway to Upamecano. Short ball from middle, nice feet from Musiala and took a heavy touch. Runs into trouble with Maatsen, now Tielemans pokes it to Bartley just behind the centre circle. He's dispossessed from Musiala, now Pavlovic to Kane. Kane approaching the penalty area, Kane right footed. Now Gnabry into the box, Gnabry step over on his left foot, Gnabry goes to low cross again. Brilliant one-on-one defending from Ezri Konsa to block that cross. Him and Torres have been simply outstanding at the back for Villa this evening. Again, it was really dangerous play. The Serge Gnabry, a couple of step-overs, but Ezri Konsa put the block in to stop that low cross coming in. Corner kick for Bayern Munich on the left-hand side. In swinger to come in from Joshua Kimmich. Plays it short, just behind the areas, Jamal Musiala. Tricky feet, then Musiala's tackle. Can Villa counter-attack? Here's Yuri Tielemans. Tielemans now tackle from Min-jae. Bayern Munich back on the front foot. Kimmich in the centre. Square here to Upamecano, to Musiala. Inside left, just behind the box. Musiala cuts inside of Barkley. Kane now scoops it towards the right side of the box. Lift up in the air from Gnabry. Headed down for Pau Torres. Out of the area. Digne just by the corner flag on the left. Now plays it short to Rodgers to hold up. Rodgers just played back to Pau Torres. And now actually I think he came off Upamecano last. That's why Torres let it roll out for a goal kick. And it will be João Palhinha. He'll be familiar playing at this ground with Fulham. Quarter an hour to go at Villa Park then. Can the deadlock be broken? It's set up perfectly for a grandstand finale here at Villa Park. So João Palhinha on and Alexander Pavlovic makes way. Again, certainly a young talent. One for the future, Pavlovic, and take it to life at Bayern Munich like dot to water. Excellent stuff from the 20-year-old. So Martinez with the goal kick towards the left-hand side. Duran does win the flick on. Can't find Maatsen. Volleyed away for a Villa throw. Just the front halfway by Deu Upamecano. So throw for Digne to take. Digne finds the chest of Duran. Holds it up back to Digne. 10 yards to Bayern half. Now Digne further back to Tielemans. Caught in possession against Musiala. Finds Kane in the centre circle. Kane, he's dispossessing Barkley. Here come Villa. Barkley inside right. Bartley now just facing backwards then. Kane, great recovery work to win the tackle. It's kept in play midway inside zone half by Davis. Davis caught in possession by Ezri Konsa. Quick free kick played by Davis to Kimmich. Here's Palhinha with his first touch coming on. Now played back from Min-jae to Neuer. Neuer right footed. Here's Palhinha. Davis calling for it. Palhinha right footed and square. Now it's the feet of Upamecano. Again closer and closer towards halfway. Moving slowly over his light blue boots. Upamecano square to Min-jae. Again by Munich. Munich slow. Min-jae just walking the ball then. Squares it in the centre circle to his partner crying at the back. Upamecano. Here's Kimmich. Right edge of the centre circle. Just front halfway. Plays a 1-2 with Musiala. And now Kimmich out here to Min-jae. Forwards first time to Gnabry. Entering the attacking third, then being forced backwards by Philogene. Gnabry to Palhinha. In the centre circle, going with Upamecano. Short with his right foot to Kimmich. Kimmich just stops the ball. Here's Upamecano again, still inside the centre circle. Then one touch to take it out of that zone of the pitch. Upamecano to his left. Bayern Munich moving it slowly. Musiala right in the centre. Short to his left to Gnabry. Now back right in the middle with Upamecano. Upamecano square to Lima, midway inside the Villa. Lima attempt to 1-2 with Sané. Was Lima fouled? The referee had a good view of that. And Maatsen did just have shot the run of Conrad Lima. Falls awkwardly down to the ground as well. The right back. Again, Maatsen actually just caught Lima's knee there. So free kick to Bayern Munich. They've certainly had a really good spell the last 15-20 minutes. But Villa defending so valiantly. How massive will this point be? Again, they haven't conceded a goal in the Champions League yet. Aston Villa. They want to keep it that way. 78 minutes on the clock. Still Aston Villa 0, Bayern Munich 0 here. Under the lights of Villa Park, what an iconic occasion. Villa couldn't win it, could they? Kimmich lifts in the free kick. Easy catch for Martinez. Can Villa get on the counter-attack here? Martinez takes his time though. He's not going to rush to throw this. Wants more of his players get settled in their position instead of just frantically throwing it forwards. So it's thrown to Pau Torres. Torres goes direct for the middle. Now there's John Duran. Duran looks over Neuer. Yes, John Duran! Duran scored! Of course it had to be him! Neuer caught out! And Aston Villa lead by goal to 0 with just over 10 minutes to go. And this one will surely count. John Duran scores the first European Cup goal at Villa Park since March 1983. But Gordon Coward scored an equaliser against Juventus. Villa Park goes wild. John Duran off the bench once more. Unbelievable scenes. Martinez was patient from the back. He threw it to Pau Torres. John Duran, he kept himself onside. Torres just hit that between the gap and Lima and Upamecano. Neuer caught out, and Duran, composed as you like, with his left foot, just scooped it over Manuel Neuer. Unbelievable here at Villa Park. A moment they've waited since March 1983 to see a European Cup goal at the famous old Villa Park. Well, it's finally come this evening, 2nd of October 2024. John Duran off the bench once more into the Aston Villa history books. It's Aston Villa 1, Bayern Munich 0, and our Aston Villa about to run it back to 1982. 1-0 to the Villa, 10 minutes to go. Neuer sends it long. Conte heads it down to Philogene. Philogene holds it up now. Bayern Munich has to throw everything at this, and Philogene wins the free kick. And what a shift he's put in this evening. So 10 minutes to go. John Duran off the bench to put Aston Villa in front. They want to keep their 100% record up in the Champions League. They beat Young Boys by 3-0. This one was going to be the big task. They return to Villa Park against one of the giants of Europe in Bayern Munich. But Aston Villa have stood up to the task, and they are 10 minutes away from certainly the most famous result in the modern history of Aston Villa Football Club. The atmosphere of this place has been brilliant this evening, but he has taken off now off that Duran goal. Free kick from Martinez. Speaking to Duran, flicks on towards Rodgers. Headed down from Jones, fast Philogene. Philogene heavy touch. It's cleared out the box for Kim Min-jae. That'll do for Aston Villa. 9 minutes to go. Aston Villa 1, Bayern Munich 0. Villa have a throw on the right-hand side. This place is bouncing. Conte with the throw. It's been cleared out for another Aston Villa throw. Level the penalty area by Alphonso Davies. Conte takes the throw again. Conte now into the feet of Rodgers. Back to Conte. Lovely cheeky back heel for Conte. Hits off Gnabry for another Aston Villa throw. And this is what Aston Villa need to do now. Just stay professional. Keep hold of this lead. Throw for Conte. Held up for Rodgers on the byline. Now Rodgers puts the cross in. No one here finds Duran. It's for Neuer. What a Bayern Munich got in response. They've got 8 minutes plus stoppage time to sort this out at Villa Park. Here's an overarm throw for Neuer. To Lima. Palhinha square to Musiala. Musiala now. Down the left-hand side. Plays on its outside to Davis. Davis looking to get down left, but he has a Villa wall up against him. Davis looking to cut inside. Now plays it in between Philogene and Barkley. Back to Palhinha. Palhinha square to Kimmich. Back to Palhinha right in the middle of the Aston Villa half. 8 minutes to go here. It is Aston Villa 1, Bayern Munich 0. Palhinha out to Kimmich. Can Bayern break Villa hearts? Lima to Sane. 1-2-2, Sane and Lima. Sane cuts inside. Sane trying to get a curling shot. Squares it now into the feet of Davis. Right in the centre. Clipped it towards the box. Head away from Digne. And now here's that man. John Duran slams it down the left-hand side for Morgan Rodgers to chase. Min-jae just there first. Heads it to Neuer. Well out of his box. Heads it down. Does use a sweeper keeper role. Heads into the path of Upamecano. Neuer was caught out of his goal for that Duran finish, which as it stands will be giving Aston Villa one of their most historic wins. 1-2. Musiala and Sane breaks down. Rodgers loses the ball just behind the centre circle up against Upamecano. Here's Palhinha. 7 minutes to go. Kimmich clips it forwards, headed away from Tielemans. It's in the middle of the Villa half. Rogers to Bartley. Bartley slips, he gives that away to Davis. In the centre circle now with Upamecano. Here's Joshua Kimmich. Exits the centre circle. Kimmich just taps it into the feet of Lima. Back here to Min-jae. Across to Upamecano. Bayern staying patient. They believe they can get the leveller. Musiala tries to find Gnabry. The set from Philogene. Now on the stretch, Bartley gives it to Konsa. Konsa heading towards halfway. Tackle on Esri Konsa from Palhinha. Bayern back in possession. Palhinha down left. Now Konsa's out of position. There to cover is Carlos to stand up against Gnabry. Now Konsa is back in possession. Gnabry's pass on the byline to Musiala. As he gets to play, Musiala's cut it back. Shot for Kimmich. That did go out of play for pass to Musiala. He couldn't keep it in. Kimmich's shot was saved from Martinez anyway. A goal kick to Aston. But again, just a few seconds before Martinez played the short roll ball. Again, there were shouts of just hit it forward straight up. Martinez knew everyone needs to be properly in position. Again, he threw it calmly to Torres. Again, Villa just slowed things down temporarily. Then Torres hit that dagger ball forward. Neuer caught, really out of position. And he was in no man's land. John Duran punished him with just an outstanding left-footed finish, scooped over the top of Neuer. Aston Villa 1, Bayern Munich 0. Just over 5 minutes and normal time left here at Villa Park. Martinez up towards Duran, head away from Min-jae, then Tielemans heads it forwards. Volleyed from Lima towards halfway, collected from Torres. Lifts it in the air for Digne. Digne tries to lay it down towards Matson, intercepted. Now Palhinha fighting to keep the ball here. It's a scrap on the right-hand side. Kimmich looks to control the ball. Now Duran puts in the tackle. Throw to Bayern Munich. Not long left for Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich making a sub here. I think it will be a Matthias Tell to come on. That's a double substitution, so it would be Goretzka and Tell on. So it's Gnabry. It isn't Gnabry making, so it is Kim and Lima coming off. I'd say it'd be very confusing if Gnabry's making way, but he's just chatting with Tell quickly. So it is Kim Min-jae and Conrad Lima off. Leon Goretzka and Matthias Tell on. Last roll the dice from Vincent Kompany. So Bayern Munich have it at the back here with Upamecano. Goretzka receives it inside the D. Goretzka now takes it out the D and coming forwards here. Goretzka still inside his own half. Has a short option of Davis. Goretzka just getting used to the ball a little bit, but again, there's no time for Bayern Munich to dilly-dally on the ball. Need to get it forward as quickly as possible. Palhinha into the feet of Kimmich. Back to Palhinha. Palhinha. Lovely 25-yard pass out to Matthias Tell. What can the substitute do here? He's one-on-one with Konsa. Can his fresh legs work? Tell, low cross, headed away by Carlos. Now Duran looks to hold it up, middle of the Villa half. Duran up against Kimmich. Kimmich falls to the ground. Bayern Munich trying to take it forwards, and Duran wins it back superbly, and the Villa crowd are loving it. It's played back to Konsa. Konsa falls towards halfway. Intercepted there from Davis. Philogene fighting to win it back, but Davis cuts inside. Davis midway inside the Villa half. Now Davis pokes on its outside. It's collected from Musiala. It's out here on the left. Now cuts in, close to the box. Musiala pokes it towards Tell. Tell on the stretchers, gets there for Rogers. Tell pokes it back to Goretzka. Here's Kimmich right in the middle. Short to Musiala, trying to turn between two players, but Bartley dispossesses him. Now Ross Barkley can take it towards halfway. Barkley holds up brilliantly here, falls to the ground. Is that a free kick? Won by Ross Barkley, nothing given. Bayern Munich in possession here with Serge Gnabry inside left. Looks for Tell on his outside, then goes behind it to Davis, who's cut and filled. Davis cuts inside, right in the centre. Davis, 30 yards and goal. Just goes in front with a flick forwards and Sané. It's in a D. Torres clips it towards halfway, doesn't really have an out ball to go to. For Musiala. Musiala in the box on the byline. Musiala's low ball, blocked from Carlos. Corner to Bayern Munich. On the left-hand side. What a match this has been. It has been tense at times, but again, the passion for both sides. Both sides have really thrown everything into this evening. But Aston Villa had that precious goal going into the last 2.5 minutes of normal time. John Duran doing his trademark thing off the bench. Kimmich in swing corner from left, punched away from Martinez, falls here to Matthias Tell. Tell, tricky feet inside left, edge of the box. Tell, has he got space to get a shot off? Tell squares it here for Leroy Sané. Sané puts the cross in towards the back post. It finds Kimmich on the byline. Kimmich lifts it towards the back post, looking for Kane. Headed behind for another corner to Bayern Munich. It was one for Luca Digne. This time the corner will be taken on the right-hand side. Bayern Munich throwing everything towards this. 2 minutes of normal time left. Bayern Munich have to try and rescue this. They're a goal down here at Villa Park. Leroy Sané to take the corner in from the right-hand side. Sané with the in-swinger. He can't find the head of Harry Kane. Headed away from the Aston Villa striker in John Duran. Just in front of halfway here with Sané. Back here to Neuer, just behind the halfway line. Clipped it low in the centre circle to Davis. Davis zips out to Matthias Tel. Bit of room here for Tel, but now Tel is up against Konter and Rodgers. Tel cuts inside from the left. Tel close to Bottas, a scuff shot, and that will do nicely for Aston Villa. Rolls into the arms of Emi Martinez as we enter the last minute of normal time at Villa Park. Aston Villa 1, Bayern Munich 0. We've heard that scoreline before. Here is Emi Martinez, ball in his right hand, smashes it just over halfway towards the inside left. Duran, the feet in the air by João Palhinha. But again, Kane was offside, so Carlos has a free run to go back onto the ball, play it backwards to his goalkeeper. Again, Martinez up towards John Duran, just over halfway. Flicked on for Duran, can't find Maatsen. Clear for Kimmich, take on the chest of Gnabry inside his own half. It's Baku and Neuer just inside the D. Neuer, first time now to Goretzka. Leon Goretzka approaching halfway. Goretzka now moves towards the centre circle, then into the Villa half. Goretzka, about 10-yard pass to Matthias Tel, midway inside the Villa half, trying to cut him from the left. Has Philogene close to him. Tel plays it toward the D. Kane has his back towards goal. Good tackle from behind for Pau Torres. Bartley caught napping against Matthias Tel. Tel turns just by the D. Tel shot blocked for Tielemans. Bayern chase it down the left-hand side. Good tackle one for Jaden Philogene against João Palhinha. Tight inside his own half. Goretzka wins it back. Here's Palhinha in field to Musiala. Musiala puts slow ball in. Hit towards goal. Brilliant save for Martinez. And the finish was to Serge Gnabry. Excellent save now. Tielemans sends it through to Rodgers. Rodgers now. Are Villa going to get through here? Rodgers trying to find the run of Maatsen. He couldn't quite find him, but Emi Martinez. What a save that was for Serge Gnabry. Lovely low ball into the centre of the box for Musiala. And Gnabry shot saved from Martinez. Kane wins a free kick for Bayern just behind halfway. Martinez goes down here. 4 minutes of stoppage time. 4 minutes for Aston Villa to have the most special night in the modern history of the club. But what a save from Martinez a moment ago. It was a peach of a low ball. The perfect weight on it for Jamal Musiala. Gnabry should have really finished that, but still take nothing away from the Martinez save. Or not. Diego Carlos is across to see how he is. And the referee points to his watch, so he's insinuating, of course, there will be time added on the 4 minutes. We've just over a minute played. Again, Unai Emery be praying that it's nothing serious for A. Martinez. But Aston Villa, as it stands, will be making it 2 out of 2. They'll be 6th in the league standings. Again, the top 8 go automatically through. And other scores at the moment, the Champions League. Benfica 4, Atletico Madrid 0. What a night there. Stadio de Luz for Benfica. Dano Zagreb lead Monaco by 2 goals to 1. What a night for Lille as well. Leading Real Madrid by a goal still for Jonathan David penalty. Liverpool defeated Bologna by 2 goals to 0. Alexis Bacalhau and Mo Salah with the goals there. What a game to Leipzig and Juventus. It's 3-2 to Juventus there. Again, Francisco Conceição set to get the winner there. And it's been Sternbratz by a goal to 0. So, Bayern Munich get back on the way. After Martinez was down, Goretzka lifts in the box, head away from Torres, then slammed out the box on the bounce to the left foot of Digne. Here's Neuer in the centre circle. So just over midway inside the 4 minutes, but there will be time added on the 4 after Martinez was down. Davis inside left, midway inside the Villa half. Moves it further into the middle to João Palhinha. Palhinha, 25 yards to goal, attempts a shot himself, blocked for Tielemans. Palhinha just panicked a bit there, falls to Kimmich. Upamecano, every Bayern outfield player in the Villa half. Square to Goretzka. Goretzka in the centre. Goretzka about 30 yards and goal. Short to Musiala. Can he make some magic happen? Musiala dispossessed here from Bartley. Flicks in field to Tielemans. Tielemans clearance blocked from Musiala. Kane trying to hit it forwards. It falls to Musiala inside the D. Cleared from Pau Torres. And the referee has awarded a free kick to Bayern Munich. Was that for a foul there on Harry Kane? Well, yellow cards think that's been shown to Diego Carlos. Let's have a look what happened here. Carlos on the stretch did just try and club. In fact, it was a handball from Diego Carlos after Kane tried to knock it around him. So a free kick by minute. So there's 40 seconds at the 4 minutes of stoppage time left. But of course, there will be time added on to that because of Emi Martinez. Time left by minute though. Time is of the essence here. Harry Kane, I think he surely will be the one to take the free kick. It's one of those free kicks though, which is maybe a little bit too close. He's got to hit this one perfectly, Kane. Up and over the wall. Again, Kane's had a mixed repertoire of free kicks, but we all know he still can hit one. Kane, of course, does have an unbelievable strike. It's all known over the years in his locker as he's shown at Bayern Munich. Again, he is one of the form strikers still about in Europe. He's the top scorer in the Champions League. As things stand, he hasn't netted this evening. He scored 4 goals in that opening against Dynamo Zagreb. Oh, John Duran has gone into the referee's notebook. But here is Harry Kane, or Joshua Kimmich is another option to step up here. Villa, their fans have their hearts in their mouths here. So Kane standing square to the left of the ball. Kimmich standing square to the left of the ball as well. So will it be Kimmich or Kane to take it? I think Kimmich will be setting up for Kane. It's been set up here for Harry Kane. Kane's curling free kick, deflects off the wall and wide for a corner to Bayern. It's now heading towards the 5th minute. Time's ticking on. A corner to Bayern Munich on the right-hand side. Villa almost there. Leroy Sané to take it. Villa have worked so hard. Can Bayern break? Aston Villa starts a short corner played in to Kimmich, lifts in, heads towards goal. What a save, Martinez. There from John Duran, deflects off a Bayern Munich player and cleared out the box for Ross Barkley, and Emi Martinez to the rescue. And it was Harry Kane's header as the referee blown his whistle. I don't think he has yet. Bayern Munich just took the throw-in bit too early. So still the final whistle stands have gone to Villa Park. What a save from Emi Martinez. He's been heroic this evening. Throw for Bayern Munich on the right side. That's it! Aston Villa have recreated 1982. They've beaten Bayern Munich by 1-0 once again. The difference is this time it's at Villa Park, and John Duran is the new hero of 2024.